I think. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
What up?
I was trying to sell like somebody else's show. if you know, you know. Yo, what's good? Everybody? Up? What's poppin'?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Oh, it's not showing me. Oh, yeah, we got 9 up in this thing. What's Gucci? What's Gucci? Razor, Ramon, the barber. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Oh, y'all didn't get the full video intro, man? You want me? I can't run it back, bro. Yeah. It happens sometimes, bro. It happens. Young Dreads, the artist. Isaac Hayes, 85 in the building. Yo, I do need to add what Young Dreads did. He made a picture of me, Scale, and Nova, bro.
Amazing.
When I tell you it's lit.
Crazy.
It's lit.
It's pretty fire. Can't even lie.
Stone Blade was cracked. Oh, we got already?
Yo.
Starting it already? The blue one. Welcome to the Longhouse, baby. We do it for the kids.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, guys? I can't play Trick Daddy no more. YouTube was like, Playboy.
They said we do not care.
They said, no, sir.
We got away with it once. And it was so fire, but damn. Yeah. If one of us could sing, we probably do it, you know, but no, we can't. We can't do it.
Can't do it.
Thanks for the membership, big dog. We got Crispy Rambo in here. Stone Blade. What's poppin'? Gamsley, as usual. The one and only. Congratulations on you, Asa, and Deadly's new show.
Hey.
Congrats.
Yo.
Hell
Yeah. For real. I was trying to sneak in there. I'm sick as fuck right now. But I was trying to, and I slept most of the day, so I was trying to sneak in there when I could, bro. It's good, man. Y'all are some very, intelligent beings, you know what I mean? With some good takes, man. I fuck with it. What else we got? We got Sergi and Big Boy Mike, of course.
Yo.
What's Gucci? What's Gucci? Live Supremacy in the building.
Hey.
Per use.
Love
Yo.
to see it.
We got some stuff to talk about, man. But I'm gonna preach a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna preach. So we gonna get this thing started. You know what I mean? What we gonna talk about today? Nova? Scale? Check. We in the You know how we do it over here? I'm sick as fuck, but I don't care. We doing this for the kids. You know what I mean? Let's go. We rock.
Yeah.
Nova, you like that?
Heat.
Bro. We motherfucking riding today. What we gonna talk about?
Talking about it all.
Bro, we gonna talk about that motherfucking walk station state of play, you feel me? We got Stellar Yams and all that non-first party stuff that they showed yesterday. Yeah, I'm throwing shades, baby. I'm throwing some shade, baby. Palworld over here blowing up. It's the Palworld. And we just living it. You feel me? What Nova, what you gonna talk about? Nova gonna talk about that PlayStation Handheld. A little bit of leaking. What does it mean? What does it need to be successful? And I'm sick than a motherfucker. But guess what? The show must go on. Y'all feel me?
Bro, I'm taking over the world after that track. Man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for everybody in the chat, bro. It's over.
If y'all like that beat, go to the description below. The maker of that beat is on there at the very bottom. He does good work. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
The Trillis is in the building. What a
Trill
time
Burger.
to join. Level Up Xbox said, what a time to join. That's right. We try to entertain, baby. While dropping the news, hottest takes. You feel me? We got a motherfucking super chat.
Hey.
Ryu Art Gaming, feet pics for the kids. I might do if we get short of our goal by the end of the year. I might have to create me an OnlyFans, bro. Become part of the Foot Clan. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that clan makes bread.
Yeah, they do.
It's dope, man. Mm-hmm. My boy Stoneblade said State of Play was triple plywood. Ryu Art Gaming. Thanks for the 2, bro. I'm everywhere today. I'm sick. I gotta settle down. That little intro took it out of me.
I bet that did win, bro. Hey, especially being sick, I was like, okay, hey, for the team. That would have sold me out of that. Whew. When I'm sick, I can't do it.
Shit, we out here. Everybody, guess what, guys? I looked at the shit, bro. We got 40 members. 40. Y'all coming in clutch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all buying it for yourselves. Some of y'all gifting it. That's dope as fuck, bro. We love it. If y'all members, man, y'all know what to do. Throw that set up.
Yes,
throw that set up. Show the grill. Gang. All that. You know what I mean? RF said, Nova, we missed you on the live react, brother.
Dang, I missed y'all too, man. So I came through and dropped the 5. You know what I mean? For the people that was able to make it out. So I missed y'all too, man. Appreciate y'all coming out.
For sure, man. So, I like to start off with saying what our goal is for the year. If you don't know, now you know. Raising money for the Boys and Girls Club. And it's our local one that we grew up in, to spread gaming. So some Xboxes, some gaming gear. So our goal is $6K. And right now, man, we sitting at $299.53. And we just started last week. We just started. Round of applause, baby. Round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. The Longhouse, baby. The Longhouse. We all part of it. Chat, we all part of it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all clap in the chat too, bro. Shit, it's no easy feat, man. It's no easy feat, And y'all generous as fuck, boy. Yeah, y'all hit that like button if y'all can. Lots of Supremacy, thank you for that. Oh, I feel like I had a lisp on that one, bro. I said lots of Timothy.
We're gonna forgive you because you're sick.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Universal Health Hearthrob says, "What's up, fellas? What's good? What's Gucci?"
Yo,
Emperor Hound up in the building. I love it, man. It's all this support, bro. So, let's go ahead and start, man. We did a live react, so we had some time to sit and think about it. I rewatched it again today. The State of Play from yesterday, and I just we're gonna put it in the background. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all thought. Well, we're gonna go around the room, man, and we're gonna name off like our impressions, what was the best that we've seen, what we could have done to improve it. Not us, but what they could have done to improve it. If it needed it, So yeah, we're gonna get it right into it, man. Shit, let me do this thing right here, boy. Oh no, Jesse made another one. Oh no, turn that off. All right. I'm still not used to all this shit, man.
It's all
Let
good.
me see where we at. I could have sworn there was a full screen up here. Yeah, there we go. Boom. All right, man. Nova, you got some fresh eyes on it. Me and Scale kind of we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Afterwards, what was your initial impressions off of seeing it today, man?
Just overall impressions.
Yeah, overall impressions.
Overall impressions, it was alright. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything stellar. It wasn't anything terrible. It was kind of like in the middle when it comes to like, you know, how it's feeling. It wasn't nothing really. I wouldn't say nothing. But Death Stranding pretty much was the only game that really blew me away for real, personally. But yeah, overall, yeah, man, so it's an alright video. Muted Viking.
Death Stranding was your number one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's up, Mr. Joanna Dark? What's popping?
Perfect Dark.
That's right.
Love that shit.
He said Mister. He said I'll wipe her to
I
her
feel
name.
that. Got that laptop gun. Yeah. I love that laptop gun.
Yes,
bro.
sir. Sit that shit down.
That shit was heat.
Yeah, man. So whenever it came to the state of play, like have you already seen all those games before, besides like the extended trailers of some of them? But was you expecting like some newness to drop, or was your expectations kind of tempered?
My expectations was kind of tempered because I haven't really been following a lot of these games that's coming out very closely, man. I've been kind of sticking to a lot of the games that we've been playing lately, even on Game Pass and stuff like that. So I hear rumblings about the games, but I haven't seen that much footage for these specific games. So it was pretty cool to see. This was my first time, believe it or not, chat. This is my first time seeing what Helldivers look like. I haven't really seen it for real. And my impression of that specific game, it was more like it reminded me of like Star Wars mixed with like does anybody remember that movie Starship Troopers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it looked like a collaboration between those two specific things. But yeah,
they try to be witty and funny too in some of the dialogue on some of the trailers that they do, like Star Troopers too.
Yes.
Yeah. So it definitely does have the same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So Scale, you sat on it.
I sat on it. Pause.
I wasn't gonna say shit either. he set you the fuck up.
I know, and it sleep on it. I should have said yeah, I slept. And that's man, it's all bad.
Off the backboard on you.
Bro, that's too funny.
My bad.
All good, man. So you slept on it. Okay. What any more conclusions? Let the people, a lot of people weren't here yesterday to listen to you. So you go ahead and give what your thoughts overall for it was.
Overall, I'm essentially where Nova's at with the mid kind of rating, because we did essentially see all this already. My rating got a little bumped up because of that Silent Hill game they shadow dropped, and I actually played that and beat it, and it was something.
It was cool.
I actually liked it. Yes, like a 2-hour free little PT style horror game, and I actually enjoyed that. It's bit, and it was actually advocating for a mental health and suicide awareness and everything like that. Like during the game, they'll have the hotline pop up and everything like that. So regardless of video games, them putting that out and doing that, it was like just kudos to them, because that's serious matter. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Because the game it has that in it, so they make sure they want to make sure everybody's okay. So I thought that kind of honestly kind of raised it up for me a little bit. It's still mid the whole show overall because we've seen everything, but that shadow drop, I asked, was there going to be one? There was one. I told you I like that stuff. Like I do like that stuff. So, but overall, I think it was solid mid pretty much because we've seen all this stuff.
Yeah. And
go ahead, Nova. Sorry.
I was just gonna say on this specific game, man, this game looks heat. Like this game looks heat for the most part, but there's still a couple things that kind of kind of hurts the immersion, man. Like it's hard to get excited about playing a game that's kind of like post-apocalyptic in the middle of the desert. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the combat looks fire and the tree system looks fire.
Yeah. Somebody said in one of the comments from yesterday's show, it looks like Nier.
That's what I'm about to say. Like the Nier Automatas and all that. It reminds me of those. But those games are sick, and like I actually enjoy those games.
Yeah. See, them ain't my type of games, bro. That's why I like a pass on it. It looks okay, you know what I mean? Like as far as graphically, but like it's not. I guess what would this be? What genre would this is? A Japanese action RPG?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of not my steez, bro. No, it's not Japanese. It's Korean. Sorry before y'all fuck me up in here. Not all
Asian
RPG.
Like... You're right. Yeah. You're right. That's fair.
Don't want to get hemmed up.
Yeah.
But no, it looks cool. I feel like if people enjoy it, they'll enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got nothing against it. My only thing, bro, listen, I had to rewatch Silent Hill 2, the trailer, like 4 times, bro. Because ain't no way that shit looked like that in 2024, bro. I told you to watch it. No,
you did. And I was disappointed, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it literally, because you told me you was like, oh, it looks like it could have possibly been released on like a previous gen console, right? Yeah. And it looked every bit of that, bro. Like I was not impressed. Like, yikes.
Yeah, I think, and that's the thing, like with, and I don't want to shit on it too hard. Yeah, I do. No, I'm just kidding. But it's I know Silent Hill is not a combat game, right? It's for its atmosphere, right? So like, I can look past the gun stuff a little bit, the kicking of the thing on the floor. That shit was hilarious. I was like, why'd they put that in there on the trailer? But like just the overall, like, cause I watched it in 4K. It does look like a mid-generation PS4 game. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like
it really does.
Bloober Team did not, and if you look at Bloober Team, they did Layers of Fear. Now it got like a 73 Metacritic, which I really don't give a shit about Metacritic at all. But the atmosphere, they did that in Unreal Engine 5, and that shit looks like the graphics look good in that. So if you have a game that's not combat oriented, like let's say Hellblade, for example, right? Like you need to cook on the atmosphere. You know what I mean? And I feel like it just didn't deliver on that immersion, man.
The immersion is very important.
For a game like that, I think my favorite thing that I saw was Death Stranding.
Hold on. I ain't even get to say nothing. Y'all just killed Silent Hill 2 and just murdered that game. Like, so this Silent Hill 2 is originally a PS2 game, right?
Yeah.
And this is like, so y'all, this is just based off graphics. Not like how it runs or anything like that. It's just solely graphic. You guys' opinion of it is based on graphics.
For me, it's graphics and it looks a bit janky.
Yeah,
but graphics and jankiness.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, mostly graphics too. Because I'm looking to be for a horror game, man. They got to be able to immerse you, man. And for me personally, I was looking for some photorealism in that thing. It's 2024, man. I want to be wild and I want to be, feeling like I'm in the action. It just didn't look crispy, man. It looks like they've been holding on to it for a while and just was like, all right, now's the time.
I wouldn't hold them if it was a remaster, right? Like they took the old assets and remastered it, but this is a complete remake, like from the ground up.
It is.
I mean? Yes.
They classify it as that.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess. From what we're seeing, but I mean, that shit looks like the game that it came out as, and I don't know if that may be what people want. I don't know. So I know people. I understand what you mean by just having like working it from so a remaster is just like working the same one. That's what it. That's what it should be. I feel like according to those terms. So I mean, I can understand why y'all say that, but I feel like if people just want the same game, my thing with remasters and remakes, if you want the same shit, you're getting the same shit. It's about to be the same game. You just, even if it is a graphic overhaul, you still have the same story. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I wasn't expecting it to be anything crazy out of the gate. Honestly, that's just kind of my opinion on Silent Hill 2 as that. No, but with that Silent Hill game they dropped with that is get a whole new series for them, and I think they're going to focus on that because that's where they should go, because it takes more aspiration from the the Resident Evil 7 type of game and slow down horror, but it won't have as much guns, I'm sure. But even if they add guns to that, I feel like they're going to shift their focus to that. But I need to wait till that Silent Hill 2 is completely out to see all the way, because like I always say, if it looks like that, that is weak. You know what I mean? If it's just the Last of Us type of shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like that. Don't say it's a whole remake and it looks the same. So I feel y'all on that.
Because I agree with you, man. Like that Silent Hill, the short message looked great, bro. Like when I saw that, I was hype. I was like, okay, this is heat. Because I like how they had, and I could probably ask you these questions too, like because I saw they use a cell phone in the trailer and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you use the flashlight from the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that increases the immersion for the game, man. Right. It just looked better, like a newer game. Yeah. So. But yeah, I was hoping that it would be like a remake, so they can just redo the assets and make them look a lot better. But like Chad saying, like you said, it's still in development. They still got a lot of room to improve, you know. So it could be totally better looking game when it comes out. Who knows?
Yeah,
I hope so.
I just don't know. My thing is just I don't know if people want it to be the same game. That's why, like, as far as jankiness is concerned, the original game might have been janky. You know what I'm saying? Like that just might have been how the game plays. Like I haven't played that shit or even really seen that shit in a long time, but it ain't the most crispy game when it came out. I don't think. Like I don't think that was ever what it was. But I understand. But y'all can go on. I just had to say something. Y'all just murdered it.
No, and we didn't mean to murder it, man.
I mean, it ain't my game.
But you do bring up an excellent point though. Like maybe the people that actually played this game back in the day, maybe they don't want to stray too far away from the OG path, you know? Like for instance, like when we used to play Halo 2 back in the day and they did the re-release, I'm pretty sure all of y'all out there too was trying to do the super bounce and all the glitches that we were used to, you know, back in the day. So maybe.
And speaking of the Halo, they even added where you could flip how the game looked on the fly too. So it's like some people want that old feel, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but I don't know. That's
right point though.
Just don't want to play. I like horror games too. I'd like for this series to keep succeeding.
Yeah. What was the last Silent Hill that came out?
Shit. 4? I don't even know. It was a while ago. I think Silent Hill 4 is the last one I can remember to like memory. Maybe chat knows.
Yeah, chat. When the last Silent Hill came out?
It was Silent Hill 2 came out in 2001. So that's 13 years ago.
Yes, that's a true PS.
You said 2001?
Yes.
It's 23 years ago, right?
Yeah, 23. Yeah, sorry. God damn.
Yeah, bro. That shit, time be moving so fast.
Shit, boy. Yeah, Silent Hill Downpour, whatever that is. 2012 was the last.
Saying that's what I'm saying. They ain't putting nothing out, and I like that. I like that series personally.
Yeah. I just wish they had. I don't think it's going to do great numbers, but I just wish they had a plan for, like, we need to get people back into the series, so we dropping this to get people used to it, and then drop like a new one. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 years after that. But I don't know.
That's what they're doing with short message. Honestly, I hope they're getting away from that Silent Hill look and they're moving to short message as their full on game. I played, bro. I really enjoyed that shit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That shit, I was screaming out loud. A bunch of those moments. I'm not even playing for real. It was really well. Like it was for that free 2 hour. I enjoyed every bit of that. I was scared as shit. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope that is where they're taking this game. And I hope they're just getting rid. They're just giving people with Silent Hill 2 because to get that, we got a little bit of that again, but let's get on to the new. Like, I hope that's what they're going. I enjoyed that shit for real.
And I'd be cool with that too.
I have it's just like the track record for game. Like PT was an example of that too, right? Where they did something similar, like a little 2-3 hour free to play type of joint, and like it don't go nowhere.
Well, PT was a whole different thing though. It got shut down. That was a whole Kojima incident. Like it was a whole thing. Like it came out as a play test, and it was supposed to come out as that was a play test. That's what PT stands for as well. I don't know if y'all knew, but yeah, that came out and it was just supposed to be like quick demo for the full game. And then that whole thing with Kojima happened and they shut the whole thing down. So this is low key like a spiritual successor to PT because this, bro, people wanted PT. Like, and I'm a fan of that like kind of horror stuff too. But yeah, PT would have maybe have kept on if that Kojima stuff didn't happen.
Kojima got fucked, boy.
He got fucked, man. Oh. That's all I'm saying. We lost PT because of that. Like people wanted, like it had a fan base. I still remember when that shit dropped. People was tripping out.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So I was gonna say something. Yeah, I think my favorite thing that I saw was Death Stranding. But God, man, like if this, I know this don't make no sense to some people, but I was like, bro, if this dropped as like a HBO or a Netflix special, bro, listen, I think it would blow up even more than it being as, I guess, I don't mean to say it. I mean, it is what it is, but it's a walking simulator, right? With like a lot of story. I fuck with Kojima, but like, fuck, just get into the movie business, my G. You know what I mean? Or
his new shit is, so he's trying. He likes games, I think, so he just wants to be with the games.
Yeah,
but I agree with you though. As an HBO thing, that shit would be a seasons long. Like
that shit would have been trending for weeks.
Yeah,
bro. I mean, that shit would be cool, man.
They probably wouldn't get through the whole thing in a season, so they probably get 5 seasons out of one game. The way they be doing shit, and that's a lot of story in Death Stranding, so they could run that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. We could sit here and talk about Death Stranding for an hour by itself. To be honest, man, I got mad notes on some Death Stranding, bro.
Yeah,
like,
go ahead and pop off, man.
I was super impressed, man. But like, first question is, what is he on, bro? Like
some shrooms, baby. Some of them good joints. You know what I mean?
Like his mind state to just think of these out of the box concepts and coming up with all of these things is extremely impressive, man. Like, so some of the things that I noticed is like, say for instance, you see them doing this, you have no idea. You go into all of these trailers having no idea what's happening at all, and you just kind of you're sitting on the edge of your seat just trying to figure things out. Like for instance, we saw that baby with that ship come out of its mouth. What is that? You know, those hands that's over her mouth right now seem to be linked to her mentally because they just do as she wants them to do without any commands. Right. So that's huge. Bro, when we get to that small character, the little the puppet, bro. Fire. My good, that was extremely fire, bro.
The animation shit, bro. I was like, yo, this motherfucker is cooking.
How many new things is he gonna try to do in this game, bro? And I may have to cop this, bro. Like, because just the animation on that puppet alone, like, because everybody, they're going for photorealism, right? For everybody else. But the puppet seems to be animated way differently. I watched a video on different types of animations the other day, and you can animate on the 1 for photorealism and animate on like the 2s and the 3s for like a kind of a choppy look, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'll post a video of what I'm talking about in the Discord. If you guys are in the Discord, you can go ahead and check that out later. But man, bro, like it's just so good. That the puppet reminded me of Spider-Punk from the Spider-Verse.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Remember how he was animated like that, man? So yeah, dude, incredible game. It looks like.
Listen, this was when I peaked in the trailer. I was like, they about to add combat. I was like, they about that. We gonna get some guns. We about to.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here. And then they showed nothing.
They showed him shooting. They showed,
No?
yeah, they did. When he was standing behind cover, and then he dropped his bag. Like, yeah, they showed that.
You sure it wasn't the CGI cinematic?
Nah, it looked like gameplay. From what I remember.
See. I saw that nigga running, bro. Running and walking. I don't think I saw any of that, bro. I guess we'll see if they add some more, some gunplay into it, bro. Then
that's what I'm saying. There was guns in the first one, though. It's just like they're not. That's not the type of game. Like they're just for single purpose, almost. Like everything is too powerful for you to shoot. And like the first one, like you're not supposed to be able to kill shit like that in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dude. And then you have the people floating in the air. I didn't play the first one, and I didn't go back and see what the storyline was, the plot was. So I'm just very, very curious, man, as what they're gonna do with this.
Yeah.
So much stuff they can do, dude. Like even towards the end of this clip, like the end of the clip, like you remember they had that young lady spying on them while they were talking in that one room.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, like in each time where they try to give you a message, they have the words and they have the lines going vertical. And throughout the trailer, you see the people floating with lines, vertical lines coming from them. You know what I'm saying? And you have the puppet also with the vertical line coming from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after the girl gets done eavesdropping, she walks away and they show vertical lines coming from her as well. If you notice. So, bro, like they cooking on this one.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be good. I just wonder how successful it'll be. I guess it just depends on what PlayStation wants to do with it, as far as if they keep it exclusive or release on PC at the same time or whatever. You know what I mean? Because like the first one didn't sell very well until after a while. Once it was like on sale and then went to other places, then it was okay. But like initially, it wasn't a financial success, I guess you'd say. Mr. Joe in the Dark said that the first game is fire, and once you get into the combat, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then he said the first game is about the event called the Death Stranding that basically broke the barrier between the living and the dead.
Wow, okay. That's great.
I'm telling you, the story's so damn good. I watched it all. Like that shit was crazy, bro. First one. I couldn't play it, but I watched all that shit for sure. For sure.
What's up, 108?
Yep.
108 Dragons TV. What's Gucci?
What up?
What else did y'all like? Or like what about you? You know, you said you had a bunch of notes scale on this, man. So what else about Death Stranding?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but that actually, I said quite a bit. I feel like I went on a whole monologue. My bad, chat. But I'm just excited.
Right here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and the whole scene where they encounter that other person that's seemingly from the last game too, and he got the guitar, bro.
Oh my god, he was so
that shit's
tight.
clean, bro. Yeah,
that shit's clean.
Like, when he started strumming that shit, I was like, yo, that is fire. That's a fire villain right there. If he's a real villain, he might be a good guy. Tight.
Look at the kid. So this is running natively on the PS5. This looks impressive, bro.
Kojima. I mean, you gotta think when Metal Gears was coming out, them shits were peak graphics as well. Like them shits was Metal Gear Solid 3 in particular. I remember that. I was like, damn, okay, damn. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it in game or is it cinematic?
This right here?
Yeah.
That's
probably a cutscene. Yeah, it's probably a cutscene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cinematic. This didn't have too much gameplay. It was like, except for that shooting part, that was the only shooting part, and it was just him walking and riding a motorcycle. And you know, at least you could see that's what I'm saying. His travel obviously upgrades, not walking 100% of the game. Obviously, you get to a state where you're moving faster. And I know in the first one, it's the same way too. You upgrade how you walk, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still walking or riding. to a destiny. You're a
Or
delivery
running.
boy. Like that's what he is. If you know the story, he's a delivery boy. That's his job. Like
I
so
think he's
that's
trying
the
to set up
game.
the network, right?
Some shit. I couldn't even tell you what the real
Something
deal.
like that.
100 says the game looks good. I'm not delivering nothing.
I understand.
Joanna Dark said the Decima engine is no joke and is a B7 engine. That's what I heard, man. I heard that shit is.
That's
what other
this is
games
running?
use that? The Decima engine.
Mhm.
Aside
Yeah, I
from
don't know.
I'm sure he probably knows, man. You got any more thoughts on Death Stranding scale?
No, looks good. Wow, I'm on the fence about playing. 100% watching if I don't play, but I want to play because I like that slow burn, man. This is a slow Kojima slow burn, and you know.
Yeah. It might be cool. Like I guess I've played games like this before. I think one of my favorites was Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Where like that was like one of my favorite games, man.
Is that the one where you're the dad?
Yeah.
Yep.
The
You're a
dad
bunch
and
of people, right?
The detective.
The detective, yep.
Yeah.
I would say that's definitely walking. You're not.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere in that.
They had like
story is
puzzles
really good.
and
Yeah. No, everything else was
puzzles.
great. Graphics
Yeah.
were peak PS3 as well. That's a PS3 game, right? Yeah, I think they were peak for sure.
Bro, yeah, that game was really good. Like it kept you immersed too. Like I remember remember when you lose your son in the store or the mall? Or
Oh
something
my
like
God,
that?
you're
Yeah,
screaming out for him the whole
bro.
time. Yeah,
I felt like my son. I was like, we gotta find him.
Yeah.
Okay, he said Horizon uses the Decima engine.
Horizon looks great. Can't even lie.
Yeah.
Well, these motherfuckers is cooking on the Decima engine compared to like they cooking on that shit.
You see the strings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And watch after at the end of this, like the lady who's eavesdropping, she gonna have strings too above her. Man, this game is gonna be nice. You see that?
Oh, she do got strings, bro.
You see what I'm
Crazy.
saying, bro?
Mm-hmm. Kojima be cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking, bro.
This would have been a dope ass series on Netflix.
That shit took so long to finish.
I think I saw somebody had said in the chat that there is a series that's out. I don't or coming. I don't know if that's true or not, but somebody did mention that in chat.
I'll definitely wait for that to finish out so I can binge. I week by week is so rough. What should you like?
Let me see. What y'all think about like the any of the other games, like the Rise of the Ronin? We haven't really necessarily talked about that game that much, have we? What y'all think of that? What you think of that, Skellington?
I think that looks really good to me, actually. I'm actually excited about that. I watched it again today and I was like, I still am excited for this one. I just want to explore open world with that environment. Looks good to me. Looks fun. I can't even lie. Like that should be a hit on PlayStation. Like I'm gonna definitely have that on my console.
Oh, for sure, man. That actually looked really good. Ninja Theory was definitely doing some Ninja Theory shit right there, man. Like
For sure.
Like if I think, Chad, if you guys like some Ninja Gaiden from back in the day, this is very, very reminiscent of some Ninja Gaiden, bro. So the combat, the realism of how everything looks and the traversal system, like it looks really good, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely excited to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
The realism of how what looks?
The facial expressions.
Of
how like
Gaiden?
when they're talking Ninja Gaiden, back in the day, that used to be a thing for the cutscenes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like for me, like this game will probably scratch my Ghost of Tsushima itch for a bit, but bro, I'm getting Dragon's Dogma. They dropped the same day.
Yeah,
I'll probably wait till the end of the year when this shit goes on sale, and then buy it if there ain't nothing else to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I was super excited for it. Like whenever I first saw it, was it last year? Beginning of last year. But yeah, Cam thinks I'm unfair of comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima, but nigga, it looks like it.
Still unfair. You're the reason we're getting remasters and remakes. You don't want to get into something new.
Well, I didn't say I wanted a remake or a remaster, but I do want
That's
Ghost of Tsushima too.
We'll get Ghost remaster instead.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with Scale though, for real. Like it's kind of hard to compare this because Ghost of Tsushima is, and like I told you a little bit earlier, man, it's kind of like comparing like something that's new to something that's already great and solidified. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfair to this game to compare it to one of the best games that came out in 2020,
if not all time, bruh. Like,
but
that's is one of the best games of all time.
But that's like our opinion, right? Because like critically, it didn't do well.
Ghost is now a cult classic in the gaming community for sure. Like,
I'm telling you that they shit on this game when it came out. I mean, it got an 83 Metacritic.
Yeah, but where's it at now?
83.
Like, nobody is 83 low.
I mean, to talk about it being a classic, yeah.
Well, the way you're talking about scratching your itch makes it seem like a classic to me. So
that's what I'm saying. Personally, I love Ghost. Like that's my favorite PS4, PS5 game. Still, like it's my favorite one. But a lot of people would say otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like people are itching for it because they're up next, right? We saw what Naughty Dog did with, like, as far as first party studios, they're the only one that's up next. Like Horizon came out, God of War came out with Santa Monica. Like every studio's done their thing. They just waiting on Sucker Punch to do a second Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that in development?
I think it is, man. They haven't announced anything.
I need to know that because I hope there isn't one, to be honest.
I hope why not?
Just because they gave you something so great already that people expect another one. The expectations for that are going to be so high, and if it's anything bad, it's just going to look shitty. And I'm telling you, that game brought tourism to the place of Tsushima in real life, bro. Like it was something special. Like, and the fact that, and even to do a second one of those, just seems like, I don't want to say money grab because we all love that stuff, but I don't want nothing put out that they don't feel like even works. Like, you know what I mean? Just, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess like with Rise of the Ronin, man, like, I guess it just looks a little dated compared to a game that came out on PS4.
I do have a question for you though, Viking specifically. So what score particularly for you would you say would constitute a critically acclaimed game?
Well, that's the thing.
What would it have to do?
I don't really. So a lot of people go off of that. I don't. Like I have my own personal critically acclaimed, like my own personal favorite games. Like I don't buy into the critical acclaim mess from people who do reviews. Like I don't. Like a lot of times that's we talked in length about how reviewers do things, you know what I mean? They rush stuff, they have their personal favorites, like they really like the sad dad third person over the shoulder cinematic thing, so those things always do well. Versus they don't consider some games even games, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't really buy into all that at all. Like even whenever I hear like I heard that game's bad, like I don't go off of hearing, you know what I mean? I go off of like, let me look for myself, let me see it, if there's a demo, let me play it. Like yeah, like I don't give into the, I guess, what's it called, it's like authority confirmation or something like that. I forgot what like I don't give a shit what Destin says about Suicide Squad. it's a great game. You know what I mean?
So when you go on Rotten Tomatoes, which score are you caring about?
User usually,
User,
but
okay.
But even then, like some of my favorite movies are shat on, like so. Sometimes I'll like, all right, and that's like a stream. Like, is it worth? So games and movies are a little bit different to me. Like, is a game worth playing? Because you're usually gonna spend about $70 on it, right? Like, and to go off based off of reviews seems a little silly to me. Like, movies and TV shows is just about time, right? So usually, because there's so many ways to watch. There's what do you call it? Damn, I forgot, man. Yeah, there's so many ways of watching. It's cheaper. It's a cheaper medium. So like now I'm basing off of my time. You know what I mean? So then I'll probably look to see what some people say, but I haven't used Rotten Tomatoes in a hot fucking minute, man.
Yeah, I just asked you that specifically because, like, even on, I know you said you don't really care about what Metacritic said. I'm just bringing this up because you brought up the 83. Because even on that site, they even have they have a universal score as well on the site. So for the users,
for the user score,
for the user score, and that's like at a 93. So it's like.
Right,
so somebody's loving it, but also on the critic side of it too, there's like 193 scores that they're using to average out, ranging from like 60s to 100 scores, and these are some of the large critics publications. So some of the people love
it. They
weight
those scores though. Like IGN's score is worth way more than IGN Brazil's score. You know what I mean? Like they weight those critics. They don't take the actual average of those critics scores. Like they weight them based off of how large the publication is usually.
Yeah, I saw multiple. Like I saw regular IGN, I saw IGN Brazil. Like there's like they have multiple. So
yeah,
and some gave different scores as well. So each location.
Now, but the only time I could probably use a Metascore thing is if that bitch is in the 20s. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like this is crazy. Yeah.
What about you, Skell? What do you think a game needs to hit for you to feel like it's like a critically acclaimed game?
Critically acclaimed, I would say 9s and 10s. Anything that Mario Odyssey would get, anything that Breath of the Wild would get critically acclaimed, like a lot of those, like that's what I expect to get like the highest marks. And if you compare those, I think those games deserve those scores, like high ones. But even like I don't even need reviews for games like that though. You know what I mean? Like I know it's going to be good. Like that's like for stuff like that. But I don't really go off the review thing either. Like, but I do agree with Viking. If it gets a shitty score, that is what I want to see. Like if it's way low, I gotta see what's up with that because that has to be something serious. If they're like you can't bribe them enough to make your game look good. You know what I mean? Like your shit sucks. We can't even fake it. So yeah, I don't really go off the reviews like that. I do like to go off feel, but it is nice to get a sense of what people are thinking about the game. I understand that fact. It's like, do people like it? People play it. I think that's important when it comes to multiplayer games as well to keep them alive. I think those need good reviews. Like they need to get the most people they can to keep coming back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Nova?
I don't know. Like, as far as like critically acclaimed, I guess the only way for it to be critically acclaimed is for it to go view what the critics said about the specific game. But like y'all said too, like if it's all the way in the dumps, that does say something about the game. You know what I mean? It doesn't say probably the totality of it, but there's probably some fire where there's that smoke. You feel me? So yeah, probably definitely take heed if there's something that low. But if it's like around the 7 or 8, bro, I still might just play it. Like
7 or 8 is still good to me for sure. Just depends on like my type of game.
Let me see. Yeah, and then like I'm 8 hours in the Suicide Squad, right? And yeah, these motherfuckers was shitting on it, bro.
They were shitting on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Like hard.
I'm still seeing it get like even on my YouTube, like I just see stuff popping up like it sucks. I'm like, bruh, there is no way y'all completed this shit for one. It's like I'm just getting like average 50 hours, I think. It's like y'all already did all that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I ain't gonna front. I'm enjoying Suicide Squad. I did have a serious thing happen today. I don't even know if you want me to say it on camera. Yeah. I'll tell y'all it's funny. And it's funny.
It's a bad with the Flash.
No, it's not even a game mechanic. It's a real life issue, money thing.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Right.
I may be able to talk about it.
Go. Well, let me start. You talk about it, but right now, Suicide Squad, the Justice League is sitting at a 63.
63.
Yeah.
On
Metacritic.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a huge point.
At least it's not at 50. 60.
Nigga, 63 is crazy on there because them shits be averaging out to 70 or higher. 63 is nuts.
From what I'm feeling so far, and I'm only like 8 or 9 hours in. It's feeling 75-ish at least. Like I'm having a good time with it, and I haven't done the multiplayer yet. But yeah, that's kind of strange. People are shitting on it.
Is that the 63 a medic? Is it a critic or is that the universal score?
That's the critic.
Do they have the universal score? Just
no,
I'm just curious.
It's to be determined. Yeah, since it don't come out officially till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got Pioneer with the 2. What's Gucci, big dog? Thank you,
man.
Really appreciate that, man. And then we got our boy, boy, Mike.
He be killing it.
Fella, this for the kids. By the way, that state of play was a L out of 10. Seriously, I expected more from them. This is not the same PlayStation from the 90s. Creatively bankrupt. Keep doing what y'all do. Gang. Yo, Jaffe, thanks for the 10, by the way, big dog. Jaffe said the same shit, bro. Jaffe was like the creator of God of War. He said this was dog shit. He's like,
dang.
He said this generation of PlayStation 5 is by far the worst out of all the generations of PlayStation. As far as like, being creatively bankrupt when it comes to first party stuff. Like,
I mean, that's fair. I mean, they just ain't. This ain't a lot of shit out for the shit. That's what it's like. I want to say like it's like it's a fresh system. It ain't came like, but there just isn't a lot out for the system. I know that just off me. I dusted mine off today and played the Silent Hill. It's like it's just not a lot out for it. Truly.
And you forget how long it's been out too, man. I forgot. Like at the beginning of this video, the guy had said that the PlayStation 5 been out for 3 years. I was like, shit, like
3 years in strong.
Yeah, it went by so fast, man. So it's just we really need some of that because when a console first comes out, they may have like a couple good games, but in the coming years they're gonna start dropping that heat.
Right.
It just ain't. They just haven't really gotten the ball rolling.
As soon as they stop supporting PS4, we'll be good. I'm always say that. As soon don't give me 2 games like split like that. Like PS4, PS5 version. Stop giving me PS5 only version. Like that's how we get to the next gen. And they just worried about the old stuff. Like I feel it. You had a great run, PS4. I get it. You did. You really did. It's time to go, baby. 360 been gone. Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Xbox One, we've been done. Like even that, like we on the Series S, and then now I ain't gonna go and get on Xbox. We got Game Pass. Like it's different.
Pioneer gifted 1 Longhouse Gaming membership. I think Bunty got it. The Wagwan got that. Okay. Breezy says, Jeff said Game Pass is the way. He is right. I want to touch on that. I think that's kind of what happens a little bit. When you're a studio or head of a studio, you have to play it safe for the most part because you're basing everything off of sales, right? Like if it doesn't sell well, studio could close down, shareholders lose money. Like a whole bunch of nastiness can happen, right? So like now that's why we are getting remakes, remasters, and
Playing it safe.
sequels to beloved games because they don't have another avenue to have people try new games, right? So like on the service side, like with Game Pass, or any service that's similar to that, is like content is king, right? So like you just have to have people subscribe to the service because there's enough games that person likes in there. Plus they could try out new games that drop. So it seems like 6 games every month. You know what I mean? Like, and some of them being AAA. So yeah, I think that's why you see like such Hi-Fi Rush, like the creativity with that. You just have so many more wonky type of games, right? That the PS1 and PS2 era used to do, right? Within Game Pass. We got Brotato in there now. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to. They're not dependent on sales of the game. They're dependent on keeping people subscribed because content is king when it comes to a subscription service, at least. So I think like they're both playing a different game, like PlayStation and Xbox or whatever.
Xbox,
Yeah,
definitely.
they're both playing a different game. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a little bit too. Like you know, PlayStation's approach used to be just like exclusivity games, you know what I mean? You can't get this type of experience anywhere else. You know, and I think that the Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox decided to, you know, do some different stuff. It's like, all right, well, you know, maybe we can offer some games as a service. So I think they're going to probably meet at the middle. PlayStation has to slide over a little bit to kind of do a little bit better. And it seems like they're doing that too. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, they're starting with Foam Stars being in PlayStation Plus. So
it's a good idea.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, because you can't just put that on the store for like, I think it's $30 or some shit, right? Like, yeah, it's the very like, because games like that are dependent on engagement, right? Like, especially games with battle passes and stuff like that to keep people spending, like that regular drip. You know what I mean? So yeah, it being on PlayStation Plus is a good move opposed to buy.
Not gonna lie. The trailer on here, man, looked interesting. Like to be honest, I was like, okay, Foam Stars, y'all trying to get people to get up on here. The trailer looked pretty good.
I mean, it's Square Enix, bro. Like, it's gonna have sneak things. Like, that's another reason I'm always gonna go with Square Enix stuff. Like, I like what they make every time almost. So, hey,
it looks good.
Foam up, baby. It's almost time.
Y'all can have that, bro. I'm not.
I might have to hop up on there with you, Scale.
Hey, I'm gonna be on there for a month at least. Give it a strong month. Be my game. I'm chilling out too when I want to sit on the couch type of thing.
Yeah, I think they missed a good opportunity to put this on PC though, because the more players you have, I just wonder what their thought process was of like, no, we just want to have it strictly for PlayStation.
Unfortunately, I just don't. It's going to follow that Destruction All-Star method. They did the same. Like, I actually had hope. I played that. I was like, this is a cool ass game, man. I have no one to play it with. It's like, man, y'all just, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, any other games on the state of play that y'all wanted to talk about?
What y'all think about Judas?
They gotta show me more.
Whenever I see more, but it's BioShock, so I'm biased. Like, I'm a huge BioShock fan, so that's a go for me regardless.
Yeah,
you know, the whole original team from BioShock ain't there no more though. Like the whole, pretty much all of them. They just got the name now.
So for who's the creator? If they're saying from the creator,
well, it's it's from the creator of BioShock, not the studio. Not the studio.
Yeah, I want story and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, it looks like it has a lot of elements from BioShock too.
Yeah, it got that BioShock feel.
That's all. I love that feel, man.
Yeah.
The tech, the retro high tech. I love that steampunk retro high tech feel, upgrading, putting implants in your hand, scary feel. I still remember on BioShock when you first get the shotgun, that was one of the best experiences I've experienced in video game. One of them. That was so cool. I will never forget how that felt. But I like that. I like all the BioShocks, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you see Clockwork Revolution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that same feel too.
It's not people can fumble. We happy few. I've played a couple BioShock tries, and some just don't hold up. But I hope this one is all right.
Yeah,
I gotta see more. Yeah, they do that trickery right there. Like we think that's in game, bro, but like we don't know, unless they put that shit captured on there, like actual gameplay. I don't believe any of that shit. They did it for some things on here, like captured on the PS5 or captured on Xbox, captured on PC. If they don't put that shit on there, bro, I will believe it whenever I actually see some actual gameplay, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they've done this tactic way too many fucking times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like curated scene that looks like it's actual gameplay.
That shit don't look that crazy to me though. I feel like that is actual gameplay.
Me too.
They would state it though. They would they would state it if it's in engine.
I know. I mean they do, but they also don't have to. They could show their gameplay and they don't have to say that.
Well, I'm talking about for me. They got to for me to get excited for it. Because I've been tricked way too many times.
Yeah. But with that being said, though, if that is real gameplay, that looks good on you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't differentiate between whether it's a cutscene or actual gameplay, so that's a good one. Yep. Yeah. So what y'all think about this Dave the Diver Godzilla collaboration? I was so confused, bro.
Oh, Scale for it.
What you think, Scale?
Fire.
Because you play that. You be on that.
Yep. And that's a fire ass thing. And I didn't know Dave the Diver wasn't on PlayStation. So this is their arrival game. Like this is them getting it, and that DLC will come I think a little shortly after. But I think it's kind of cool because Godzilla he is a Japanese, product. Like, and I think that's just cool that that was good marketing for them too. Especially because Godzilla has a good hype right now because of -1. I heard that shit is gas. But the Dave the Diver being like coming to PlayStation, which is a Japanese thing, and then coming with Godzilla at the same time, I think that was a cool, just a cool way to show that. I mean, don't be wrong, that game's out already. It's not a new game or nothing like that, but fire. And if you've played Dave, that should look fire to anybody who's played that game.
Yeah, because I was confused. Like, how would they incorporate? Because I don't know the game like how you know the game. You know what I mean? How would they incorporate like Godzilla into a diving game like that for real?
So I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's like that you have so much open range and that like the sea is deep, like so you're under there for a while, and that game has like sea people. It has fantasy elements all around it, so it's like it wouldn't be hard for them to transport you into a zone where you're just where he is or something like that, in a kaiju type of world or anything like that. They could definitely do that.
Got you. Yeah, this game, them VR games look all right.
I ain't.
What were you saying, Viking?
Poo.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about them VRs. I was like, I just now how I feel on trailers and shit. VR never sells me. The only VR game that ever sold me was Half-Life Alyx, and that's because of Half-Life.
Yeah,
obviously I'm playing that, but like I just
Metro looks like that.
Yeah, but that's just we can't see. Even this looks like shit. You know what I'm saying? But it won't look like that when you're playing it. I understand that. But it's like every time they try to showcase these games, it's like, bruh, you know that shit ain't gonna look like that when I'm playing it. It ain't even gonna be the right height. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have so many mess ups with that shit. Like, and only that, these games are technically like $700 because you have to get the VR. If I don't have one, it's making my game cost more, and it's definitely not selling a whole VR for me. So
the problem with the PlayStation VR is, we've talked about it so many times, man. Like for me at least, it's fucking tethered. So like I have to have both the PS5, and because like I guess the games don't run on the PS VR2 hardware, they run on the PlayStation. So you have to, it's like a meta quest that you hook up to your PC to play whatever game, right?
Yeah.
God, Dragon Dogma looks so fucking good, bro.
It does look good. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nigga, Capcom cooked with this, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
That
It
shit.
reminds me of Monster Hunter a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's gonna be good. They make that shit too. Like they got that mechanic. They know how to do monsters, bro.
Yeah, this looks more Western RPG than Monster Hunter though. From like to me,
Their gear, they themselves look more Western because they don't have such fat armor and stuff like that. And I also agree, it looks a little more Elden Ring-ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Elden Ring or Witcher type of thing. Yeah,
Looks so good though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit about to be
heat,
boy.
Yeah. This is my shit.
That's about to be heat for sure. I said that first time I saw it, I was like, dang, that looks tight.
Yeah,
good game, hands down. I think we all agree that's just fire.
Oh yeah. That's why I can't even be mad if people don't pick up Rise of the Ronin for this. I can't be mad.
I know that's sad. It's so dumb. They're putting it out on the same day. Golly, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't have that. They can't have that much faith. Not the same day, not even one day apart, bro. Not a week apart, not a month apart. They said, "Nah, we got it. Y'all are causing trouble for yourselves."
Yeah,
just because that game's on every thing too, it's like my money's not gonna go there on that day. Just it will go there, but not on that day. Not till I'm done with that. Actually, so it is what it is.
Yeah, and then same with somebody brought up that Stellar Blade and Wukong is a week apart, well 6 days apart, or whatever. And that media shit matters, bro. Like as much as I hate it, when you see everybody in the world talking about Wukong or Dragon's Dogma, I mean, especially when Dragon's Dogma and Rise of the Ronin drop on the same day, everything on Twitter, everything on any social media platform is going to be about
everything. I think it really is. It is. It's just because it's available everywhere too. It's like you have more people to talk about it. It's rough.
They should have moved the date for this up.
I agree.
They could have did forward or backward. They could have did anything. But and that's what sucks too. It's like, damn, it's not getting a fair shot at all. That's on them though, for releasing it on that day. It's like, bro, I know y'all saw everything coming out. I know y'all chose that. There's no way y'all were locked in with that. Y'all could still change it. Hell, make it a week early.
You know what I'm saying? They ran into problems, technical difficulties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have to, man. Go ahead.
I think a month, maybe a month or two, because I know I'm not going to be spending back-to-back $60-$70 a week apart. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
I ain't doing it. So it's not a good look for them to go the same day, but hey, they got confidence. So, hey,
they got confidence. I think it's going to be a good game. I just think that it is a rough contender for that man. That is rough.
Yeah. What's name? Dragon's Dogma. I know it's going to be in contention for Game of the Year,
and that's what sucks too. I think so too.
You know what I mean? It comes out nice and early too. It's got some replayability. That's just going to be heat, bro. It's going to be heat.
It is going to be heat, for sure.
RF said the PlayStation VR2 not being backwards compatible was the RIP moment. That's facts, bro.
Yeah, that's dumb, bro.
I have to rebuy Fruit Ninja. You know what I mean? What? Why?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not my Fruit Ninja.
I'm just saying, that's the most basic ass shit that I could think of. You know what I mean? There's no I don't know what the fuck
Beat Saber is that on VR on PlayStation? I know that's the number one VR game, period. But I hope they got that on there.
No, well, but you got to rebuy it.
Isn't that stupid? I'm not.
You gotta rebuy all them games, bro.
I'm not doing it.
That's crazy. No. That's why the MetaQuest 3 is shitting on them, bro. I think like 50-1.
I believe it. I definitely believe that. Plus, that shit goes to my computer, and don't have to have it hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
walk around. Bro, I'll tell you, if I get snagged on that cord, my immersion's lost. I'm like, God
exactly. Yep,
damn, bro.
that's huge in VR, bro.
Yeah,
Like, for
it
real.
is. No, it is for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. But let's we got about 50 minutes left, man. Unless y'all got something else y'all wanted to talk about on the state of play. Then
Now we can move on.
We move on.
I will say Stellar Blade was my game of the show.
Mm.
I have to put
Okay.
that out there. Yep. It
Okay.
is what it is. That was the game that I felt like was best placed on my PlayStation 5.
Okay.
As far as what can only go on there. Ronin, but I'm gonna be playing Dogma, but I would slick get that Stellar Blade because that's just a whole different type. I'm into that fantasy shit. So
Yeah.
I like that.
I think the only game I saw myself buying was Ronin, but that's gonna be at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
is
getting-
crazy, bro. Like that.
No,
How
go ahead, bro.
far? Like PlayStation, man. Like these, like no blockbuster in the fall. You know, like
Yeah. I don't know what they got going on. Like we all knew, like the 2024 is weak. I mean, from what they said was coming out, we knew it wasn't going to be nothing crazy.
it's too many years, bro. Like all they had last year was Spider-Man, right? And that was like towards the end of the year.
Mm.
And then this year, from a first party perspective, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, we thought Death Stranding was going to come out this year, but no, that's next year.
Yeah. Their 2025 will be all right. They're going to be all right in 2025. They're going to have, that's, I guess that's what
GTA comes out.
in 2025 or 6.
I think it's 25, man.
25. Everything's shut down when that comes out.
Yeah, it's next year.
I feel like those two games have two different player bases, though. Like, you know,
GTA.
GTA and Death Stranding.
Yeah, I just be weary on dropping anything super big.
Yeah, because I know for me that will be the only game I'm probably playing for a good minute. Like I put hours into GTA's days.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
those games.
People better hope that GTA has like a March release. That way you can still release your games in the fall type of shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like give it some breathing room, you know, to
GTA
Other
will
than that.
eat everything alive.
Mm-hmm.
they'll take over all the interweb, celebrities and the like. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
celebrities. That's I ain't gonna front in the culture. GTA is synonymous with gaming. GTA is gaming. Like I'd be playing GTA, you know. It's like all right. Loves GTA.
So fuck. I think we're gonna talk about some Palworld. Any of y'all still playing?
I haven't played in a couple of days, but I will.
I haven't played in a couple of days.
Yeah, me either. No, I played whenever they did an update. That's cool. But apparently, man, let me see if I can. I didn't even have any to set up. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling over here. I'm trying to keep up. I can't wait to go to bed.
I feel that.
Let me see if I have it in my bookmarks, man. Actually, I can go to. Them ponies was like, you know, they was releasing them Steam numbers, and them ponies was like, Steam carrying the game. It ain't for Xbox. It ain't for Xbox. Xbox don't get no credit for their numbers. Blood. Let me show y'all something. I'm sure some of y'all already know, but for the ones that are uninitiated, look at that. That's listen. 7 million Xbox players is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot.
You think you got 120, 130 Steam accounts out there, active users, and Xbox maybe 30, 40? Them numbers is big, bro. So big that they over here partnering up with Xbox to have dedicated servers.
Oh, can't
Thank
wait.
God.
Dedicated servers, a lot of updates that they've been looking for. So there's gonna be a nice little partnership before the two Pocket Pair which is a developer, and Xbox. This is their Genshin Impact. They need to lock that shit down. You know what I mean? Because the amount of craze it gets, and I don't see. Yeah, of course, every single game numbers drop, but I don't see it. I always feel like it's going to be a very solid survival game. People just will be playing for a long time because.
Oh yeah.
The amount of updates you could do to this game with the survivability, the crafting, the pals, you know, like everything that you can do, sky's the limit. The guns, I mean, there's just too much you could do. With this game, man. And then adding PvP later.
I don't know how they're gonna do that. Excited to see,
bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
They could even do a little battle royale type shit, bro, with it, which would be hilarious. Could you imagine solo dropping and then like using your pals to fight other motherfuckers?
Yeah, I don't know. Or loot pals or something like that.
Yeah, bro. There'll be some balancing they'd have to figure out, but that shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, they already be in the spheres and stuff, and you just go grab them real quick. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
and you get guns still. So yeah, sure.
Yep.
So this was yesterday. You know, that's 19 million players, bro. In like a week or two, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that shit just came out.
That's numbers, bro. What's y'all's initial thoughts on this news? With like, it looks like it just blew up. I mean, this is like the game. You know, like there's a moment in gaming every year. Like, Palworld seems to have done that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'll start with you, Nova, man. Off of just looking at these initial numbers, what do you think?
Just off the initial numbers, I think that's huge, man. They definitely found a way to capture lightning in the bottle with this one, man. Like, it's taken off. So I think this is a great moment for gaming in general, man. And it seems like everybody enjoying it. You know, this is something that everybody's enjoying. Yeah.
What about you, Skill?
I think the numbers show that this is the Pokemon game everybody been wanting.
Yeah.
Like that
Game
easy.
Freak looking at you.
That easy. It's like, bro, this is what people been wanting forever. So the numbers show and the numbers will stay. Those numbers are legend numbers. Like they're not gonna like those will be up there. They won't get beat for a long time. So I think Game Freak will always log into Steam and see those numbers up there and they'll be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Missed it.
I feel bad for him, man, especially for, you know, you don't have to, like, when the Switch 2 launches, right? Unless there's like because they've already been developing the game, so they're probably doing the same shit, right? Switch 2 launches, you know, Pokemon's probably gonna come out the next year. But motherfuckers got Palworld now to scratch that Pokemon itch. It's gonna be mad. Like if Game Freak don't step up, which I don't know if they can, you know, it's already been in development, so I don't know how much more they can do before it drops.
Oh yeah, no, it's done. Whatever they got going is already made. They gonna have to just release what they got and start on another one whenever. They're just gonna lose.
Yeah,
they're not gonna.
Yeah, whenever you have like a game like this, it's in Game Pass, and then plus you got it on Steam for the low, you know what I mean? Like, and it's all age groups,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like old people playing it, young people playing it, like everybody's enjoying the fuck out this game, bro.
For sure.
Let me get this really quick. Whoa, Highlander 001.
Yes, sir.
He said, "Hey, 5 of y'all get in here, bro. Get in here." He got the Trillist, General Spartan, Ultron Quake, Dark 50, and Tent Gaming.
Hey.
Yo, thank that man, Highlander, and we thank you. Actually, I have
definitely.
My lungs ain't the best right now because I'm sick, but you know, that's 25 bones right there. So I gotta get it cracking. Here we go. That was all right.
Solid.
It wasn't as good as Tuesdays, but I'm fucked up. So that's dope, man. Yeah. Somebody said it's the second most played game on Steam. I think that shit was hitting number 1 on Xbox. Highlander 0001. Thank you again, bro. Appreciate it for sure.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Jesse's made another one. So what do y'all think? Like, what can Game Freak do? You know, because what can Game Freak do? Because we all know that the Switch 2 probably isn't gonna have like that serious of a leap in graphical fidelity or CPU power or whatever, right? What can Game Freak do to combat this Palworld craze? And I'll start with you, Nova.
Ooh, man, they probably trying to figure this out in the boardroom as we speak. Shit, to be honest, because I was looking at some of those updates that are supposed to come out for this game, man. They're talking about like potential crossplay, like more raid bosses, and we played some of the bosses too. Like Scale, we was in there in that multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? So you getting slapped up. Like they're talking about even maybe like a PAL arena, bro. Like so that's like another rendition of Pokemon Stadium.
Right they said we gonna put all y'all shit in there.
Yeah, they said we gonna put a bow tie on this shit, show you how to do it. But I honestly don't know, man. Obviously, when they drop a Pokemon game, the diehard fans will come running. You know, they'll come and check it out. But I don't think that they can necessarily drop like the kind of, you know, running town to town, capture Pokemon in between, you know, type shit like that. Right. They got to spice it up a little bit more, and they got to come with it, man. But I don't know what they can do. They're literally doing everything that they've done in all their past games a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And added some more adult content with the guns, and it took off, bro. So maybe they got to step into a more maybe teen to adult friendly type of vibes instead of kind of, you know, catering to, you know, our inner children, you know?
Yeah. Let me get this too real quick. Highlander again, my dog.
Man.
Appreciate you.
I support the best of the Xbox community. And we support y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
And we love the kids. Thank you for the 2, big dog. For sure. And then everybody's thanking you for them memberships too, man. That goes a long way, man.
That's huge.
That's so dope, man. Love it, fucking love it. I wish I could play Trick for the kids. God damn it, that was such a vibe.
I really did enjoy that.
I gotta find something. If y'all got some suggestions on what I should play as a little snippet, if it's, you know, let me know, man. Let me know. So yeah, you're right, man. Game Freak is, you know, I'm gonna go to you, Scale. You go ahead. You get your bars off real quick. What do you think they should be able to? What should Game Freak do to combat Palworld craze?
I think their best option to compete with the Palworld craze to make a solid open world Pokemon game, and to where you can see the Pokemon. Like I know they kind of did that with Arceus or whatever, but they need to make it big, like Breath of the Wild probably, and make, I think somebody said in chat, DJ's Game said make a combination of Breath of the Wild and Pokemon. I think I actually 100% agree with that. It needs to be something of that level to get people to be like, oh my god, I gotta get this one. You know what I mean? That would, to me, probably be their best option. But obviously they're already developing something, so they they can't just stop. So they're just going, whatever they release is going to, it's not, I don't want to say bomb, but it's going to do way worse because of Palworld. The hardcore will come and get their Pokemon though, for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't try to do no weird shit, because they didn't have any competition, so motherfuckers just every year they bought Pokemon, and that was it. You know what I mean? And hopefully they don't try no weird stuff to where like we can slack off on this or that and people still gonna buy it, so whatever.
Right.
I love competition, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like competition is great.
So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
You feel me? You feel me? I think I have y'all hear me out. If Pokemon added individual roles that you could do, right? You could become a trainer, or you could become part of Team Rocket, or you could be a arena manager, or you could be, various jobs within the Pokemon universe, and you have skill trees for each one of those jobs. Right. You make it open world. I think that would add a lot of flavor, because like nobody's playthrough is going to be the same, because we all chose different jobs or different, I don't know what you would call that, different roles, I guess you would say. They got to do something, bro. Because Palworld went crazy quickly.
Yeah, bro.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Yakuza style Pokemon game, minus the fucking fighting, obviously, but just like the running around and story driven type with the slight open world. I mean, I don't know if that's open world, but it's something like that. You know what I mean? Map travel type of thing.
Fast travel, yeah.
So maybe something like that. But I think they definitely need to make the main character model bigger. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they need to do something to make him feel like an actual person, maybe, or like a little taller or something. Like they need to, unfortunately, they need to make it like Palworld.
Right, just cut it true. Like,
It's like they hit it on that. It still looks like an adult, but you still look like, cutesy, I guess, something like that. But
yeah. Well, it's weird to me because like the last few iterations. Hold on, let me get this too. The Trillist.
The Trillist.
Tipping on fofos. You know what I mean? He says Game Freak. We have to put in effort now? Damn. Hey, that's facts, bro. They probably I'm sure they've had meetings upon meetings about all this shit, bro.
For sure.
Shout out to you for the 2, man, for sure.
Thank you.
But what I think, what I don't get with Game Freak is like they let you create your character, yet everybody's character is the same in terms of story. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like there's no, like, if you don't let me be Ash, let me be Ash, and then I play through his story. But like, don't let me create. That's the one. Don't do character creator off the sake of character creation, because if I don't get to control like what happens to this character, leading up to the end at least, you know what I mean? Like the end's going to be the end, right? But like, and I don't really need too many, options of how the ending of the game is. Like I'm fine with, if it's linear, that's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, like everybody's playthrough is the same. It's just a matter of, did we catch them all or not? You know what I mean? Which I don't need that itch no more, because Palworld's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. And then you get, what's cool about Palworld too is like you kind of get to choose like, who you want to fight. Besides like when motherfuckers start raiding your base.
Bro.
They fuck your shit up sometimes, for real.
Yeah. The motherfuckers in the hoodies, they racist for that. I'm still playing though. But yeah. What are some things that you would look forward to from Palworld for, by the end of the year? What's some reasonable things you think they could do that will have you jump back in pretty quickly? Like, oh, the shit, this just dropped. Let me get back in here. One of those. I'll start with you, Skill.
What would bring me back if I was tapped out would be a new island unlocked, and pals to go with that island, as long as boss pals and a sort of story. I will say this about Palworld: they need more human beings in the game. Like, there's no one else that has pals, so it's like it doesn't feel populated. So I would like to see like an island open up where it's a bunch of people too, like just being around the game and having other pals, even like NPCs as well. I just want to see other people living that lifestyle. And so, I mean, that's a whole mechanic, kind of whole other thing. But I think just a new island, new pals, maybe raise the the level cap, raised that up a little bit, and I think he got me. That's
what
enough.
level are you at now?
I'm 32, I think. I think the
Okay.
cap is 50.
50.
So
Okay.
so I think they go 65 or 60 maybe.
Yeah.
You know, new things to craft,
Right.
cool stuff, and I love really a new island / biome. Like I like when they go. I want to go to the sky. I want to go, you know, below the depths of Earth
Right.
or the planet. So if they can get you to do one of those things too, I'd be back.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Nova?
To be honest, man, everything what Skell just said, and this was like one of my only gripes about the game, to be honest. Dedicated servers on Xbox, man.
Yeah.
Like we need that. Skell and I and a couple homies was playing, you know what I mean, running it up, and I had to go somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
And then you know, unfortunately, I was hosting the game, so as soon as I disconnected,
Everybody
boom.
gone.
Yeah.
we're gone. And then they can't, you know, that's a lot of time and effort that you put into these islands, bro, collecting these pals, getting your base right. And nobody could utilize any of the things that we just did for 1, 2, 3 hours because
Right.
I'm not playing at that time. So definitely that's huge. So, and maybe they can get a little bit more buddy so we can be close to the version that Steam is running, because Steam is
Right.
like light years ahead of us in regards to updates and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna hop back on that this weekend, but if I wasn't, you know, that would definitely make me hop back on.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Stash Gordon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doc Dark in the building. 1985. Dope, man. Thanks for kicking it with us, man. Everybody here, man. Thanks for kicking it with us for sure.
Appreciate it.
I think the one thing I think they should add 100% is like villages. Kind of the Scale's point of like NPCs and stuff, like shops, and you get the wanderers that come through.
Yeah,
I mean,
barren ass place.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? They go and talk to 2 people, and it's like this shit. Everybody's sleeping and stuff. This is weird.
But they need to add like some form of villages, or like when they do get servers like really good, and it's kind of like an MMO type of shit. Like if there's like a hub, like outside of the hub, it's just your own shit if you
Right.
want it to be, but inside the hub it's like the shops and meeting people and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I think that should be pretty
I
dope.
love the hub world for sure.
What hub world?
On any games. See, no, I wouldn't even. That ain't even it. No, nice try. I was about to say Street Fighter. Shit.
Yeah.
Hub world is very common.
Oh my god.
Not a website.
I thought you was on that P Hub.
No, we don't even use P Hub no more. I'm an ex-Windows type of guy. Joking.
Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry to hit you with that. But yeah, I think Xbox should definitely swoop in, bro. And get their own little Genshin. You know what I mean?
Genshin's so crazy.
Yeah. I've never played Genshin.
No, we'll never play it. But
Played it. I played it. It's all right.
played it.
Yeah, I played it. It's all right.
Is it predatory when it comes to microtransactions though?
Extremely, and very pay to win is kind of why I stopped playing the game.
Oh no.
See, I can't do pay to win. That is absurd to me always. Like
Yeah.
the rich to get richer, I guess.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, pay to win is always trash, especially when it's a fucking MMO. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So I think unless y'all got something else to talk about with Palworld, man, we can move on.
I'm good.
You good? All right, man. So Rob, you got a little topic you want to talk about. I'm excited for this. Go ahead and set us up with it.
Well, word on the streets, man, that PlayStation is trying to come out with another handheld, man. I don't know if you guys, I know that you guys had some of the handhelds here on the panel, but I don't know, Chad, if you guys had got a chance to get any of those handhelds back in the day, but supposedly it's rumored to have one in development coming out in the next 2 years. So around the alleged PS6 time, they say, right?
Jesus.
Yeah, so at least the next couple years. So allegedly it has 18 CUs, which are compatibility units, which I'd never heard of before until I started reading up on this stuff. Yeah, but they said they're going to utilize that so it can be a little bit more compatible with PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to play all the games because it's a handheld console. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think that this potential handheld would have to have for it to be a hit? I'm gonna throw it to you first, Skeleton.
What would this need to have, or what would it need to be a hit?
Yeah.
It would need their full support. For sure.
Facts.
It would need
Facts.
full support. And because, bro, I've had a Vita and I had a PSP. Like, I actually enjoyed both those systems, but they
Vita right here.
Exact, bro. Vita was fired. Like, when they put out cool handhelds, but the support just falls off at some point, and they need really good games. They gotta have bangers of games. You know what? I kind of take one back. Said you kind of got to be a mix of that Portal too. Like, you should be able to play your PS5 stuff on, like, the Portal, like the way it works should work with the handheld too. Like, that would be pretty cool if you could do that. Like, play your PS5 stuff. How the Portal
remotely?
Yeah.
Just
what it does, but like, you know, it's also a real handheld system. But it can also do that. I think that would be cool for them to do. But I think the games and full support would be the biggest things to get that going. You'd have to have your own God of War. You'd have to have all your good games now. Last of Us handheld edition with a completely different story, completely different game in order to draw people to want to buy it. Like, you really need that support though, and I hope they support it.
Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about the support too, man, because the Vita was able to connect to the PlayStation 4 and remote play it from, you know what I'm saying? So I was just surprised that the Portal was just that was it. They just took one function out of a previous handheld and just created that. So what do you think, Viking? What do you think they can do to make this next handheld successful?
Yeah, Scale took all the thunder when it came to support, because fucking everything they be coming out with, bro, like PSVR 1, dog shit support, right? Like, even like now with the VR2, like, it ain't getting the support. Like really, like, Spider-Man should have had another game, like, whenever it drops last year into PSVR2, to where you can, like, you know, swing in the like a little small game, you know what I mean? But like, there's from first party, they don't do shit, man. They had Horizon and that was it. Like, they bundled that with it, like, to sell copies of it. But like, after that, bro, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. They was just like, yeah, you're gonna have to rebuy your own shit. And it's really hard to, knowing that they did that with the PSVR 2 as a market leader. They did that. Like, what's going to be the status of, if I could play games natively on this handheld 5 years down the line? Is everything that I bought on this handheld not going to transfer over to the next handheld y'all come out with? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of ass.
It's definitely not. Nah.
Yeah, but to Scale's point about the Portal, about doing remote play, I just think they just need to work a little bit harder on their cloud gaming portion, because the remote play is fine if you're in the house by yourself, but for a lot of people, like, their one console that they usually own is their entertainment hub, right? And then if you're using the Portal to remote play, like, your PlayStation's gone.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. Like, so like, they have to do a better job of doing like cloud gaming with it, opposed to relying on your PS5 to do all the work again for, you know, a handheld or whatever. And they just need to support this shit, bro, and find third-party developers that would be willing to support it as well, man, because like, these games are expensive to make. Depending on you know, how much it costs to develop a game on that system, if you're going to do it natively, Are you thinking like some games on the handheld would be just handheld only, or would it be like you could play it, you can download it both on PS5 or PS6 and the handheld? Like from what you read, what do you think it's going to try to do?
It sounds like they're going to do multiple things. So it's going to try to be able to play PS4 and PS5 and have games of its own. So it sounds to be pretty versatile. I didn't see anything about the remote play, which I do hope that they include. You know what I mean? Like they really, really need to do that.
Now I'll say this: if that thing comes out when the PS6 is out, and you get everything from PS5 and PS4 on that thing, and that'd be cool. And it has its own games as well. Like it'd have to have a lot of dedicated games. But if you could take PS5, PS4 on the handheld with its own games, that's a good look. I think.
And then remote play to 6 too.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Do you have to rebuy those PS4, PS5 games?
Probably.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do because the PlayStation Store does keep some of the games that you've purchased. So
they'll probably have you subscribe to, in order to do it that way.
Yeah. So you'll be able probably be able to download some of your old games because I still have some old games that I'm able to download back onto my system too. So yeah.
Okay.
That could be cool for them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also when the PS6 is out. It's like I'm already thinking about it. I'm just thinking about that thing. It's like I don't even want, and personally, I'm not looking for backwards compatibility that much because I'm always trying to get the newer stuff. Like the old stuff I have, I'll play on the system that I have, but like otherwise, I'm trying to play what's newer. Like,
hold on, you don't care about backwards compatibility?
I don't really play old games like that. Personally.
Even if like you like, especially at the very beginning of the generation, to where like you're not getting a true PlayStation 6 game for like a year.
Yeah, and I don't want the system. Then I never talked about that, but I don't fuck with backwards compatibility like that. I already done played that. It's the same. I don't like remakes. I'm a fan of going to what's next. Like I don't too much go back and play old games. I play classic games with like Nova sometimes. I'll do that stuff, but you will barely catch me replaying or playing old games because I've already done did that personally. And I have a lot of games to play. So it's like I'm not going to go back and play something when there's hella new games or games I've never even played to play. Like backwards compatibility is not that important to me personally. I wish they didn't have shit at all. I wish when the PS5 came out, it only had PS5 games, period. Personally. Same thing with Xbox. I wish that same thing too. When Xbox One came out, I wish it didn't do nothing with 360. Like I want these generations to stay where they're at and be where they're at. Like personally. I just don't be playing old shit anymore. Like I don't want to call it old shit, but I rarely go like
but usually whenever the old games come out, at least like with I think PlayStation did it with a few games, and then you also had Xbox with their free updates. Like they turned a lot of those games from 30 to 60 FPS and upscaled. You know what I mean? So like
it's not
go back to fun. No, damn.
No, it's not. I already played the same story. It's like, okay, it looks cool, but it looks a little better, runs a little faster, same story, playing the same game. To me, this is just how I am. This is a personal thing. But that just your frame rate is not getting me. And that's really why I be harping on remasters and shit. It's like, come on. And now you see why it hits me so hard. It's because I don't go back and play that stuff. Like,
I think as from a consumer standpoint, backwards compatibility is like super important.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Because like you paid for those games.
Yep.
They should be able to travel with you on the same ecosystem.
Yep.
When you're ready to buy them, or I got Skyrim. I was like, when my twins get like 10, I was like, y'all need to play this. And then it's upscaled on the new system and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like I would hate to like get the dust off of the Xbox One. I
know that you're right. That's not how
the big ass chest.
But I would also like to not have to be online for. I ain't gonna lie, I've had a problem. Like I don't want to always have to be online to play games. Like that's a big thing for me too. Is like a lot of backwards compatibility. You have to be online to play that. Like what if you're not? There are times I ain't gonna lie. I might be off the grid one day. I ain't gonna owe you. So I'm gonna be offline, and I better be able to play some games offline. You can't play Suicide Squad offline. Shit happened to me.
That's the world we're moving to, though, bro.
I know, bro. It's horrible.
It's here.
I don't like it. I don't like it, bro.
I don't like that shit.
I get people's complain about it, like especially like if you're on the road or whatever, but like fucking internet's everywhere. Like what?
Not in my
You know,
house. If I
you
don't
don't
have
have-
it,
Yeah.
or what
yeah.
if I'm broke? I might not be able to afford internet this month off, and now I can't play my games now because I'm fucking broke this month. Hey, that's a real statement for real people out there. I'm with the people.
It's true.
Shit happens for
Yeah.
sure. There are people out there who cannot afford internet this month for sure.
Yeah, it affects the barrier of entry for games, bro. If you think about it, like for instance, if you wanted to play one of those PSVR games, you got to have the PlayStation, you got to have the VR just to access, right? So now it's getting to a point to where you have to have high speed internet, always connected, and the game and the console. You know what I mean? I think it's another way for people to kind of be able to take away the things that you purchase as well. You know, I want to be able to play it on my time, no matter how your servers feel about me.
Right.
I want to be able to play something that I purchased. So I understand, man. And I also understand, to your point, Skellington, about like not liking the backwards compatibility thing too, because you want your next gen consoles to be next gen. You know what I mean? So I can understand that. And I can also understand the backwards compatibility for the people that, you know, want to go back and play their games and I have to rehook the old stuff back up.
Yeah, and I do understand that for real.
Yeah.
I do.
But no developer is going to release a game on a new PS6 where there's only 1 million people that bought it the first year. Like nobody's going to do that. You know what I mean? Like that's why you have like the backwards compatibility for you know, now you want to run all your old games or the cross-play games. They put cross-play, man. Them shits is like usually they're upscaled probably a little bit. They put the lesser version on let's just use PS5 for example, right? Like God of War ran on PS4 and PS5. It wasn't truly next gen, right? You didn't get your first next gen game until, well, you had Returnal, right? That game. And then
We're talking about PS5 lifetime.
Well, yeah. Returnal, and then after that, you had what was your next? You had Ratchet, right?
When did Ragnarok come out?
2021, or was it?
I don't know, man. Shit, years be, especially around that time. You know what I'm saying? It was
with
time seemed crazy.
2022, 2020. I don't know, man. It released November 2022.
Okay,
but it was PS4 and PS5. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like true next gen. Like no developer is going like, oh, you only have an install base of 1 million, 2 million, and traditionally only 10% of your base buys a specific game. I'm not developing no game just for that in the first year.
I'm pretty sure they develop way before the system comes out. Like they already have like software developer kits. Right.
But that's why they do cross play, because they know the install base isn't there for the new next gen system. That makes sense.
I'm just pretty sure when a system comes out, it's going to have a first party game. Like not first party, but it's going to have most of the time there is a next gen game that comes with the system. Even Xbox One had Rise. You know what I mean? That game was next gen to them.
But it didn't sell shit. And
I'm not talking about.
I bought it
Too.
Yeah. It sold super weak because the install base wasn't there.
The install base meaning I don't understand. Like,
all right, so like PS5 comes out, there's 1 million customers on that, and there's 120 customers on PS4. Who am I developing the game for? There's 120 on PS4, 1 million on
I mean,
PS5.
those are obvious numbers, but I'm not understanding where the million, like that was that what it was? Only 1 million people had.
It's usually between like the first year is usually 1 million, 2 million. Like it just now reached 5 million. Right now, was it?
Or 50?
How about that?
It's 250. No, yeah, I'm tripping.
It's at 50 million now.
50 million, yeah. But the first year, what was it at?
I don't know. I just feel like PS5 was sold out, so it only could be so high. Like you couldn't even get them bitches for real.
Yeah,
like they didn't even have people to install things. Nobody.
But I'm just letting you know, like that's why it sold 17 million the first year, and then but you had an install base of 140 on the PS4, Now, if 10% buy the game,
Hold on now. Now we're
yeah.
going back to, will I develop a game that had a 17 million?
it won't. That's why
That's
you
what
don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. The first year, name me a next gen PS5 game that only came out on PS5 that sold good for the first year.
Shit, I don't know the PS5 games on release off the top of my head like that.
Yeah,
in
I
general.
don't know off the top.
Yeah.
The developers aren't going to do that. Like studios they want the most money as possible. So now, you got a 50 million install base. So now, yeah, we can release games on and they're getting away from that too. Like just selling it on just one platform. Like Square's getting away from that. They're not making enough money.
Well, I understand being off separate platform. I'm just talking about day one releases. I just feel like a console usually has a game paired with it for next gen for the most part. I have to go back and look, but there's something that has
But the
to be.
world that you want is that it should only be next gen on that system. So you're going to get 1 or 2 games that whole year.
I hope not, but
and you
you're
can't
probably
play nothing
right.
else.
Hey, I still have my old system. If I want to play that old shit, I'll go back and play that old shit. That's what I'm saying. Like it makes me get rid of my old stuff too. Like, nah, it either needs to be on this or it's on that to me.
Yeah.
That's just me though. But I understand from the consumer point and the majority of people, they're not doing that. They don't see it like I do.
Yeah. No. So yeah, what about you, Nova? What do you think that the handheld needs to have?
Well, I did read some notes about it, like running, I think at like 1.8 gigahertz or something like that. I just don't want it to be slow. So I got my Vita right here, right? Super small, you know what I mean? All the handhelds that's coming out these days are huge. They're about Game Gear size, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They're huge.
So hopefully they don't try to keep this cutesy small form factor and decide to go for it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, get in there. We need a beast of a system, actually. We don't need this, it barely can remotely connect and be a thin client for the PS5. We don't need that. So, yeah, man. They need to, don't be afraid to make that shit huge, man.
Everything else is big as shit.
Yeah.
It should look like Game Gears for real, if not bigger.
Yeah, shit.
They need it, bro.
They do. I understand that too. Like it does need it to
bro.
play. Those are powerful machines. Like those handhelds, them shits is strong. So they gotta be that big. They really gotta be cooled too. Like you're dealing with temperatures, so it needs ventilation as well. Like I understand.
Yeah, you need the fans. Yeah, all that shit, man. It's a lot to pack in, bro.
I ain't never heard of them shits before.
I'm not sure what a CU.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Shout out to the 40 people rocking with us today, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank
you. Yeah, I think that it's just a bit like price point is everything too with that shit. Timing is right. Like when somebody looks at that versus like that MSI Claw that just came out, or the Switch 2, there's a lot of competition in the handheld space, bro.
Oh, it's the biggest and hottest it's ever been. This is the hottest the handheld market has ever been in gaming for sure. But since original Game Boy, and it's like this is crazy where we're at.
Yeah, they have to come in fucking clutch for it, bro.
That shit gonna be like $600 easy. It got to be $600, kinda. It has to be
That's
powerful.
true. If we're wanting it to compete with these Titans, man, that's the price range for what they run it for at the least for a solid one, $700. Yeah.
It's so nuts to compare it to like a PC, portable PC.
Right? It is though. Yeah. That's a whole little PC. You can do so much more. Like
running Windows, bro. Running operating systems, bro. Like, they're doing it.
Plug that shit in and you could do some Excel spreadsheets, like
you could really work. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I agree with y'all. We do want the beast of the system, man, but they gonna have to cut the cost down a bit because like for a lot of games, unless you're like just like a PlayStation stand, you know what I mean? Like knowing that I can get a whole ass PC that's portable versus a game that's only going to play PlayStation games on it.
Right.
Especially with the current climate of them releasing less and less PlayStation games.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not enticing. Don't get me wrong. That's what I'm just thinking about. They have to have games on it, and they don't have games now. So it's like I don't know, like if that's gonna sway me. They would have to drop like 5 exclusive games on that thing in order for me to be like, oh damn, that shit got a little powerhouse for the year. It'd have to be some hotness. It would have to be hot. It'd have to be Ghost of Tsushima on that shit for show. It'd have to be like hot.
Bundle it.
Yeah. Bundle
it. They're gonna have to, because you can't really, like, if we wanted to be really powerful, man, and you wanted to sell it cheap, that's a huge loss. I do know that they do take losses on consoles when they're released and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, like you can't really just, I don't know if they can really take that hit like that for every console, losing hundreds of dollars. You think Sony could actually take those hits?
For a little bit. I mean, they did with the PS5, like for the first couple years. It's just you have to get them shits off the shelves, especially if you want developers to make games for it.
Yeah.
You have to have the install base. You know what I mean? So yeah, they would have to, because it's been a long time since they've been in the handheld market.
Long time. Yep.
Right. So like they need to get people in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for the first couple years. And then after that, hardware gets cheaper and stuff like that. So then you can start running the profit on everything sold after that. But it has to come out the gate swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. But but you can only do it to a certain extent though. So that's what I'm saying. Like it could still be a pretty pricey console, maybe cheaper than the others. Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think? What price point do you think it should hit for you to be like, hey, that's a good price point for me?
It depends on what it is. Like if I could run games like PS5 level games natively, right? It's got x86, like whatever, natively, then I would say $450.
That's a pretty strong that's a pretty strong system if it's running that shit natively, to be honest. Yeah. Like that's pretty that's nice. I ain't gonna hold.
So I'd say $450, bro. Like above,
and that's still a lot. I ain't gonna lie. That's still a lot of money. Like, bro, you risking a lot. You're risking it on that system because you just know it might fail. Like, because they don't support they shit. It's like, bro, I just spent $450. I got 2 games now. Life is it's like 2 years strong. Like,
yeah. That's all they do. They do like 1 solid year, and then the second year is kind of lackluster, and then the third year you're fucked.
You're fucked. UMDs, they're done. It's like, oh my god. UMD was so cool when it first came out. You couldn't tell me shit. Those PSPs, the first ones with the UMD sliding in, bruh. Oh, that shit was tight. But they're gone.
Yep. They gone.
All right, man. Y'all have any more thoughts on the handheld shit?
I do not.
Good luck to them. They need it. That's just a space that I would not want to get into right now. It's too
especially
hot.
Knowing in 2 years we don't know what the handheld PC market gonna look like. Still,
it's gonna be better. It's only gonna be better. Oh, come on, man. ROG Ally 2, like the second versions of these ones that are hitters are gonna come out. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, we don't know what it's gonna be, bro. $450 is my price point though for it.
All right. Scale, you got a price point?
$450 plus tax. That's $500 easy.
I don't pay tax, baby.
I know what I'm talking about for most people. but I think that's a good price point. I think $450 does keep it to where you feel like you're paying a premium price, but you don't feel like you're getting the whole. I think the Switch 2 is gonna be like $400, and I feel like that's where I want to be at as far as that goes too. Because $400 for a Switch seems like, damn, it seems like a lot nowadays, but it does, right?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It
does. And it sounds like that. I think that Switch. I hope the Switch 2 comes out powerful as shit somehow, but I don't. They don't need to because they're Nintendo. They only need it to be powerful enough to run their shit well enough. But I guess I say all to say I think like 400, 450.
Okay, cool.
So,
About 4 to 5. This is good for me too.
Yeah.
Like 600 is like probably where it needs to be, like for them to kind of not lose money.
Right.
But it'll probably drop at a lower price point. Like Viking said, they got to get them out there so you can get people with the console or handheld in their hands so they can play the games. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I mean, even
Yep.
with like, each console maker's always lost leading at the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Mhm.
Like always. And
Yeah.
until hardware becomes cheaper and stuff like that.
Right.
Then they can do the slim, you know what I mean, and get cheaper parts and still sell it for $450.
Those slims.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get out of here, bro. Shout out to the 48 people that's out here, man. If y'all have not yet, please hit that like button. If you just now joining, man, welcome. Hit that sub button. It helps out greatly. So yeah, man, we'll start with Nova. Tell these folks where they can catch you, man.
I go by
Kind
Super.
words.
Always, bro. Oh no, always. You gotta have the kind words for the people, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go by Super_Nova Gamer on X. You can find me on here Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're headed into the weekend. Be sure to tune in tomorrow if you're here. We have a pretty cool some stuff going on. I'm pretty sure Viking will talk about it. But yeah, man, give a loved one a hug. Get you some vitamin D in your system, man. Everybody getting sick these days, bro. And I said vitamin. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Don't you? Yeah, I said vitamin, boy.
Okay, go.
I said vitamin. But yeah, man. But yeah, y'all know how to find me, man. So shout out to y'all and shout out to Shemaine Slocum in the chat, man.
Okay, Shemaine.
What up?
Shemaine. What's poppin', G? My boy came at the tail end. Said, "What up? Goodbye."
He said he didn't get the noti. Oh yeah, hit that notification bell, chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do that.
Mm-hmm. My man said no pause. Scale.
Yeah.
Tell these great folks where they can find you, man.
Where they find me? I go by BLAQQ SKELLINGTON with 2 Qs. You can find me on the YouTube channel with the same name, Instagrams and Twitters with the same name as well. I'm on there streaming Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 1 p.m. Central. Yeah, wash your hands and drink your soups because it's getting nasty. People getting sick. Stay away from me. I'm joking. No, everybody have a good day. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. For real, all proceeds will go to charity. Thank you guys again. We really, really, for real, do appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely.
Gang, I'm sick, but we still gonna throw up the set. You feel me? The Longhouse set. You feel me? Hey, tomorrow, 7:00. Actually, we're gonna start like 7:15, but I have the room nice and ready for y'all to chill and relax at 7. Okay, we got the studio designer and the lead designer of SRG Studios on their latest game that's coming out called Championship. You can download the demo on Steam or on Xbox. If you plan on doing co-op, make sure you get the Steam version. Try them out. If y'all have any questions, y'all can super chat away. Be civil. Be nice. Okay? We try and do more of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, have people on, get to the nitty-gritty about the game, what motivated them, all that. And y'all get to ask questions too, because I know we all love gaming, so we need to appreciate the folks that puts those games onto our systems. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And like ask some good questions, man. You know, if we don't get one in and we missed a question, super chat that thing up. And again, all proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club at the end of the year. We gonna do it. We're not almost there, but we making good progress.
Yeah,
It's
coming through.
It's crazy progress, bro. So we appreciate everybody who's done a super chat. Even if it's just to talk shit, man. do you, you know, like everybody who's gifted some members, become a member. We love y'all, dog. 100%. So with that, I love y'all motherfuckers, and we out. See y'all at 7 tomorrow. Peace. Oh shit, that's 7 p.m. Central, so 8 p.m. Eastern. Peace out, motherfuckers.